So we will start putting our kit together, and when you first receive your kit, it's a good idea to take it apart and have all your pennies of one color together. Makes it much easier. Take your cotton and just use your fingernail or something. I wouldn't press it with an iron, it just makes too much of a crease. You just want something as a guideline for your pennies so that when you open it, you have your 4 lines, your 2 lines, and you have your center. So for Avery's favorite, the first set of pennies are the mustard color. So we will put those on. And the first one is centered. There's your center. You center. Put one on top. And then you just fill in. This one should come even. This one goes by it. This one, even. The pennies are touching. Scrunch them together. And I will pin this first set. So I now have those pinned. If you are doing Avery's favorite, you would start with the mustard pennies. If your rug is the teardrop rug, you would do the 9. They're khaki, a khaki color, or green color. And it's the same for both rugs. Now that I have those pinned, I'm still with the teardrop, the Avery's favorite, and the next row is the cranberry color. And you'll notice there are different shades. So you just randomly put them on, touching. I sort of put the darker ones, and then I'll just add a few. And just make them touching. This one is going to be here, and then another one, just the same as these 3. And then you just fill in the spaces. I think I'll put this one here. Whoops. That one here, and this dark one on the outside. And I have added, hopefully I've added 3 extra pennies for you for every color. I wouldn't want you to be thousands of miles away and not have enough pennies. So I have 3 extra on that one. Now I'll look at the colors and think, well, no, maybe I'll take this one out and put this one in. That looks quite good. I think I'll take this one out and put a darker one in. And we do exactly the same. We'll scrunch them so that they are touching, and then I will pin those. And if you're doing the teardrop rug, your first set will be the green or the khaki, and the mustard color will be the second row. Everything is exactly the same in both rugs. So now I will pin those, and then we will add our masking tape. So now I have the cranberry pennies pinned to the cotton, and if you notice, there's my line. That's quite good. This one's starting to be a little bit off. This one is way off. This one looks pretty good, and it really doesn't matter. It's not necessary to have it on the straight of the grain. It's just to give you a general idea so that you're not too much on one side and not enough on the other when you trim your base. We now, this is the important step. Now we put the tape on, and the tape is used as a straight edge and a guideline for your pennies. They should be touching. And we will do that all the way around. And at that time, before you stitch, you will need to adjust your pennies because you don't want your pennies, one penny way out here, another one in here, because it's going to change the look of the edging. It's not going to be straight because that edging will be your last row of pennies that you stitch. So I'll just add, just so it's touching. See, this one's a little out. This one's touching the tape, so I will just scoot it in a little bit. There. And remember your masking tape, just use the dollar store brand. There, I have another problem with that one. It's not working. So I'll just line it up as best I can. And then I will move the penny in a little bit. You can always scrunch the pennies together. That one's a little bit out. This one's down, this one's out. This one we need to scrunch in. There. The last piece of tape, and we are now ready to stitch these pennies, and that will be in the next video.